Why does the Trump-Putin meeting worry Europe? Unsurprisingly, today's meeting in Alaska between US President Donald Trump and his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin has caused a lot of concern in Ukraine and European capitals. Europe's chief concern for most of this week is that the two leaders could strike some kind of a deal to force Ukraine to eventually cede up to about 20% of its national territory. That's regions in the east and the south of Ukraine that Russian forces currently occupy. Now, there seems to have been some change in the way Donald Trump is looking at the territorial issue. That came on Wednesday after he held a meeting with European leaders and Vladimir Zelensky.
We had a very good call. He was on the call. President Zelensky was on the call. I would rate it a 10, very, very friendly.
It was reported that Donald Trump told the European leaders that he would not discuss the division of Ukrainian territory during his meeting with Vladimir Putin. Another worry for Europe is that some kind of economic deal or closer economic cooperation between the US and Russia could come out of today's meeting. Yesterday, a senior member of Russia's delegation was talking about the huge untapped potential between the US and Russia in terms of closer economic cooperation. And that kind of talk will make European governments feel quite nervous that when it comes down to it, Donald Trump could be interested in a business deal and preference that over America's decades-old alliances with Europe. European leaders and Vladimir Zelensky have spent the week trying to warn Donald Trump about the dangers of trusting any assurances that Vladimir Putin makes during the meeting today. But of course, the Europeans won't be in the room. They have little to no influence over how that discussion will evolve. And they, like the rest of us, are going to have to wait for news of how that meeting has unfolded.